Why does the world want to keep me on my toes? Unless that's something, it's just like, we're in the age of the internet. Everything moves at a millisecond pace. How are emails and notifications for Twitch this slow? It makes no sense. But what does make sense is us starting this show early. So hello everyone and welcome to the AWKWARDCast, where ANY and Keyframe wonder about random dribble. Nailed it.
Smooth as...
Hey! Let's see how I fix that in editing. Yes, as she said.
You don't need to change it in editing. I'm just proud of myself that I didn't stumble when I did that for once.
It's true. Normally you screw the opening up if you take it over. But yeah, you did. See,
Yeah,
taking a long break was exactly the right thing for us to do. And we are back, and I just realized the last one was with Chi-Chi mid-February, so all the big things that happened and that we are not going to talk about did actually happen since the last time. But we are back, and we potentially still know how to do it. And we are not alone. Mm-hmm. We have the Jay with us, which is Jtastic.
We have a new person.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, new person.
Hi.
This is my friend Jay, everyone. Be nice to him. He's a meek little cat boy.
I'm a little sad guy.
I love the new expressions Claire gave you.
I adore them.
Can you show the angry one, like the annoyed one? I like that one.
Wait. Fucking...
I'm
angry. Man.
Sadly, his program that he does to react to things isn't integrated with Discord to do, like, the things that we do for 3 Idiots, or else I would totally use this. But, yeah, Jay. So, you're new here, so tell us who you are, what you do, and why should people care?
Oh, God.
We didn't warn about the opening question.
So I am Jay, first name Jay, last name Tastic, Jtastic. I am a internet voice actor. I've been in like a good couple of visual novels and animations and stuff, and I'm also open for commissions if you need people. I do a little writing stuff, a little editing stuff. I was in the funny Friendlock series with Salty DK Dan.
Only season 2.
Season 2. I wasn't in no season 1. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
No. There is no Warren Bossig say, and Jay wasn't in season 1 of Friendlock.
But something I was in. I constantly harassed Chrissy and on her YouTube streams.
She probably
he was Sans during her Undertale stream. Very, very, very perfect. He's basically the devil on my shoulder to Chris's angel, because him and Chris just butt heads.
Yep.
It's great.
So Chris is Papyrus, I take it?
Oh yes, and he did Papyrus as Zenigata, which was very, very, very weirdly fitting.
Pops Pyrus.
Pops Pyrus. But point being, Jay is in a lot of things, and Jay's also been in the charity streams for Angela's house and stuff. That's how these two met during Among Us, where everyone accused Jay of killing people every single time.
When I don't do it.
Well, yeah, you probably should have done it. Then at least you would have been airlocked for the right reasons.
But killing people is bad. It's cringe.
It's cringe, man. I need to, next time I play Among Us, I need to use that as my defense. I didn't kill people. I'm not cringe. But yeah, Jay, what's been going on recently with you? Slayed any dragons, rescued any damsels, ran from any crazy Floridians?
Well, I mean, yeah, all of those are just a daily experience. This week was pretty fun because I pretty much had something to talk about every other day. Like, starting Sunday, I was able to reveal that I was in this visual novel, and so And So I Fall from Smoke Mirror Studios, which was a nice little lot of fun. I played this guy named Ty V, who's nice and chill. And then on Wednesday, the actual thing came out. And I don't know if it was before or after that, but at some point, the compilation of season 2 of the Friendlock came out, which was an entire thing. If you have 5 hours to kill, I recommend you watch that.
That came out, and Clay's Over Party came out, and that was on fucking trending.
That
So
is
They
also something
Fall?
that happened.
What?
And
Huh?
yeah,
What?
it's called And So They Fall. And So I Fall. I'll learn how to talk eventually.
Nah.
All right, never mind. I'm not going to learn how to talk. This is going to be completely
Yeah.
silent.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
just trying
no,
to
no,
find
no,
it.
no,
I'm
no,
just trying to find it.
No, Jay, no.
Oh no.
But yeah, so the Friendlock compilation came out.
And then on Friday, I could announce, hey, I'm going to be here trying to talk about myself, learning how to talk about myself.
We were one of your special events?
Aw.
Wow, that never happens. But yeah, I mean, looks like you had stuff that was quite eventful.
It was
Oh,
pretty
there it is.
eventful.
It's a bird.
Ah, 'tis a bird.
That's a bird.
'Tis a bird. Bird it is, and here it is for people to look
Bird
at.
up.
Oh yeah, isn't your character the
Yeah,
one in the blue jacket?
in the first picture wearing the jacket. That's me.
Ah, blip.
Look at that lad. That lad has your voice coming out of it.
Yeah, it does.
Aren't you also in a Friday Night Funkin' mod coming out, like a jazz mod?
Yeah, Smoking Hot Sister. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm. Is it coming out anytime soon, or?
We don't have an exact date set up. We just know it's gonna come out soon because the guy behind it, Juno, he's got he's like updating this shit every single day. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out like this week or next week or something.
Oh, is it going to? So, are we going to be able to do rhythm game with your little voice bloops? Good, just hear you go.
I've got a fucking chromatic scale thing set up. You know, like
Oh, that sounds fun.
how boyfriend's got.
My years in jazz bands is tingling in my brain. I mean, I can't wait for that one simply because I love like jazz music and stuff. So that's gonna be fun to do with a rhythm Friday Night Funkin' mod. I'm sorry if you hear a dog. Downstairs has one of those little yappers that jumps when they bark.
We do hear dog, but dog is good. Dog good. We do approve of dog on this show.
One day we'll approve of a dog that's in this room and will probably bark and cry.
That's the spirit.
Dogs are
As
good. But today is about the cat.
Today is about the cat. That's right. It's about Jay. And now, Jay, we're going to talk about someone who's not you. Max, why don't you talk about your week?
My week? Oh, golly gee. As we established, it has been many weeks. I was away, I came back, I was away again, I came back. Lots of stuff happened, too much to cover. So to stick to more recent history, after 2 years and everything, I finally got the Ronas. But yeah, thank you.
Welcome to our club.
Yeah.
Welcome to our club.
Kinda like, yeah. No, I mean, maybe to go a little bit into that one. So, last Thursday, like in the week before the week that just ended, I was like, Thursday is my office day. Otherwise, I do home office nowadays. And I like, okay, getting up in the morning, have a little bit of a but a very weak and I'm like, I know that we or do obligatory Rona tests when entering the office. Nobody is untested in the office, so I'm like, cool. I go there, I get my test, I know where I'm at. So I go there, I get my test. I'm very, very clearly negative, so I just have a day at the office, living under the impression that I just have a cough. You know, 2 years ago, this was a thing that existed. People just had coughs and colds. It was so common, it literally had it in the name. Common cold.
Fast forward a few days.
Fast forward, then on Friday, over the day, I got worse and worse, and even got a little bit of higher temperature, and needed to really take it slow in the evening, and just dropped dead after watching a movie for dinner. And but I had a negative test the day before, so it must just be a cold. Fast forward Tuesday, where I wanted to go to the office for some special training thingamajig. No, Wednesday, going in there. At this point, Denim also got a little bit stiffy nose and stuff, but okay. Small flat, this is what happens. People infect each other with the bacteria that they have. But yeah, going to the feeling good again, mind you. Feeling like, hey, common cold over, am I right, folks? Going there, sitting with a few colleagues with whom I'm about to have my training. We are sitting there in a little circle, like all waiting for our tests to come through, and I'm looking at my test and I'm like, this red line is in the wrong spot. It's kind of a second red line. They are both very, very clear and distinct. So I put my mask back on and I'm like, I have the feeling, dear colleagues, you're going to have the training today without me. I'm like, yeah. So, I returned home. On my way back, I jumped to because those were just the home tests that they have in the office, so I jumped off the tram for a testing station. I was like, professional testing. Before I reached home, got the email, hey, great news, you're positive! No, they actually point out that it's a bad news. But yeah, I was like, well, shit.
Hey, Denim, you always told me to think more positive. I got some great news for you.
Yep, I brought positivity to this household.
Hey guys, this test is broken. It says I'm positive. What?
But yeah, so mild symptoms, same on Denim then, so we are doing fine. It's just a nuisance. Instead of grocery shopping, we ordered groceries, and
thank goodness for the vaccine is the moral of this story.
Exactly. And, well, pretty annoyed because we are already, with all the traveling, we're already behind on movies in cinema. And now we are falling even more behind. And they will probably, especially in OV, they will drop out of cinema. So, haven't seen The Batman. Haven't seen Uncharted. Haven't seen, there was at least a third one where I was interested in.
Sorry, my world's smallest violin is out of tune.
Yeah, I hope so. Play it for me. Yes, in a minor tone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to invalidate it. It's just like,
I mean,
as someone who had the alpha variant, like the original Rona, and who probably has stuff with long COVID, because fun fact, guys, do you know that even though I'm super fit, I get winded going upstairs? My lung capacity is still healing from what happened with alpha variant. So it's just kind of like, I can't go see a movie. Just makes me go, oh, you sweet summer child.
I forgot to show my meme while I was talking. I made a meme.
Grandpa made a meme, Jay. Be happy for him. Wow, impact font meme. Wow.
I know, right? But yeah, besides that, I also got back into drawing again. People who have been following me for a while know that every year or so I get a small burst for a few weeks or months I keep pumping out one art after another. Even so, pumping out in my context still means like once per month, one picture, because I'm not fast. I'm working very slow on it. But yeah, we are currently in the good phase where we actually do stuff. Hopefully, there are more to follow this one. This is the first entry into this kind of tri-fusion meme where I have 3 characters and then I do the in-betweens and then the ultra
Max
in-between.
only draws in the context of memes.
Yeah, or art challenges. Let's call it art challenges. It sounds a little bit more generous than memes.
Okay.
But yeah, those were my highlights. So
all right. So have a couple things to talk about with the Italy trip.
Oh boy.
But that I'm finding myself justified because that was my birthday, and also most of them are making fun of myself.
I call bullshit. You will twist it in a way to make fun of me. We all know that already.
No, one of them is actually complimenting you.
What? No, I don't believe that. But we'll see.
Okay, well, I was going to say, like, Italy was fun. Thank you everyone who helped make that happen. It was great. We had a great hotel. All these lovely accoutrements. The 3 highlights I want to say. 1, it was hilarious to go and have such great food everywhere. And then the one day we decide to go eat food at the hotel's breakfast, I got really sick. Like we were just sitting, because like the day before it was our first day there, I think, and we had like a granita with brioche. We were eating good food everywhere. We found this nice little hole in the wall place with this pasta that Max was very jealous that I got.
I mean, my fish was also pretty brilliant, but your pasta.
I mean, yes, that place was brilliant food. We went back there the night before we left just so we could have leftovers. But it was like. But that place was great, and we had a very long discussion about if you want food with tomatoes in it, eat it yourself. Like all this shit, but it was great. But so we were like, let's just go eat at the hotel's breakfast. How bad could it be? First of all, it was like 16 euros a person. Great, and it didn't have much of anything, and like I was like, I don't feel so good. Hey, I'm gonna go up to the room while you cover the bill. I don't think... And then I just... Blah. And it's weird because I wasn't sick the rest of the trip. That hotel breakfast is cursed. It was like, you're gonna go to this wonderful historic place, and you're gonna eat hotel breakfast?
Yep, that's what you get for it.
You?
Yep.
That one's
you
on
were the one who had the idea. So this is your fault. You know what? I will spin something to be your fault.
Called it.
But okay. Fast forward to my actual birthday. We do an escape room. Because of course we did.
Yes.
And the thing is, this place said that they did stuff in English, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
However, because of good old Chrissy here and loving things with horror themes, I picked the one that was themed after Saw. According to them, that's the one that the tourists picked the least, so they barely had anything really translated.
Or at the very least, we were the first ones to try it, so we were the guinea pigs.
We were the guinea pigs. One whole part of the puzzle was in Italian still.
Mm-hmm. And apparently they were sitting in front of the screen where they monitored us and realized that there was stuff written out in Italian. They're like, oh no, they have no chance in solving that. What are we going to do? Oh no.
Yeah, that was the one time I didn't feel bad about them giving us hints.
Yes.
But the thing was, the funniest part was, one, I had my moment in the spotlight of figuring out a puzzle that involves disembodied fingers, which that was great. I felt proud of myself because I'm usually very quiet in escape rooms solving stuff. So when I actually have the moment of that's what you do, I'm just like, yes. But the other best moment was we thought we won. And then the door opens up and Max leans to look into the door. He's like, oh no! And there's a whole other room filled with a million different locks.
More stuff than the room we were in before.
And we had like 6 minutes left. But you know what? The place was really chill. Yeah. They were really nice. And honestly, I'm proud of how far we got in a place that was not attuned to our language.
And also where a lot of stuff... I mean, it was kind of thematically fitting that in a Saw room, which was literally a white what do you call those?
It was mostly solving different, like, actual locks, like combinations.
But like a tiny basement room, all of dirt and smearing and white ceramics everywhere, and Key literally got chained to the wall in the beginning of it, and some of the puzzles were a little bit janky, so we actually found the solution. We tried entering the code, it didn't work, then we tried to search longer until they gave us a hint on the screen, and I was like, this is literally what we tried. Okay, let's try it again. Oh yeah, this time it works. So
yeah, it was still fun though.
Yes,
like We had a fun time.
We came out the same pumped feeling like when you're like, oh, this was great.
Escape rooms are like the only things where I'm happy even if I lose, because it's like, you know what? It's the journey. But the thing was, we were walking to the steakhouse that we were going to have dinner, and I was like, yeah, see, that face is that way you know what's happening. I was like, Max, yup.
Me shaking my head is not strong enough.
What, are you grabbing a ferret to be disappointed in me?
Yep.
No, not Himbo. No.
But please continue telling your story. Jesus, he's dead. Oh Jesus, he's dead.
Yeah, you looked like you were waving a corpse. Oh.
I swear he just moved. I swear.
I know. What a good boy.
But yeah, please do tell.
But no, so I was like, I have like this giant black overcoat, right? With very deep pockets. Remember the deep part? And I was like, Max, yup. I think I left my glasses in there.
We already walked for 10 minutes. If we want to make a reservation for the steakhouse, we cannot turn back.
Why are you making yourself sound so action hero-y? But like,
this is how I normally talk.
Totally. So he calls him up on the phone so I could tell them, hey, so I was just there, the two tourists in the Saw room. I think I left my glasses there, but we have a reservation. Can we come back? And they're like, oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can do that. We'll look through later. And then 3 minutes after we were...
Please keep talking.
We were walking, and I was like, I don't know how I forgot my glasses. I remember putting them in my pockets.
Prissy.
That's what he said. Yeah, I was just, and I stopped. I think I stopped because my hands were in my pockets, and Max was like looking back, and I could see him being like, she's not going to do what I think she's gonna do. And I'd never seen Max more like this, but I mean, like, not sitting. So it's just like, and it's like, can I call can I please call? Mm-hmm. Hi, so I found my glasses. Thanks. Okay, bye. Let's go make our reservation. I felt burning daggers in my eyes. It like barreling into me. I was like, what? Anyone could make that mistake. My pockets are deep. Look, just because I'm smart doesn't mean I can't be stupid. But it was just so fucking funny. It was really fucking funny. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I mean, we made up for it with me picking a lovely place for dinner. So that place was great. And they gave us homemade limoncello, which was also great. So overall, good balanced out the bad. And even the bad was hilarious.
It's true. It's true.
No one lost their glasses. That's the moral here. But no, the other thing was the one that actually compliments Max was that Max helped keep me a bit calm when I was having a mental breakdown at the airport. Because, so America has a thing, right? Where to enter the country, doesn't matter if you're foreign or a citizen, you need to take a test 24 hours before you leave. And I was like, okay, so we'll take one. I'll take one on Sunday, and then we'll go, right? We were staying in the capital. Shouldn't have been an issue. No testing sites open on Sunday.
Nope.
The airport's testing site opened at 8 a.m. Our flight was at 6:45 a.m. So I was like, they were like, okay, you're going to have to take one in Rome. I don't know what is up with people's translations, but everyone kept saying that the testing thing was outside of the airport, like 10 minutes away. And I was having a fucking breakdown. I was like, why was no one telling me a straight answer? Max has to leave in like 30 minutes. I was like, don't go, please. I am freaking out. He's like, it's okay. Let's go to this help desk. And that help desk actually helped me. Turns out what they meant why it was 10 minutes away is that from that spot in the airport of Gate E to the part of the airport with the testing thing is 10 minutes away. Because the airport's huge.
Yeah.
I was never more angry and happy in my life. I was like, just stick the thing up my nose. Here is 30 euros. Let me go on my plane.
They still charged you.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
That was great.
I gotta say, all good stories begin with, so America has this thing.
Yeah, basically. And it was just, I was just so like, they were like, you have to go through baggage check again. I do not care. I do not care.
Yeah, I mean, you had 5 hours at least, so you were not under direct time distress. But this was really...
No.
Imagine this scenario with only a layover of 2 hours. I believe then you would have just gone catatonic and not moved anymore, ever.
I mean, I was getting close to that point when I was sitting at your gate trying to calm down. I literally hit against the
counter,
table where the counter, and just slid down like, I'm going to be stuck in Rome. I'm going to be an unwanted person. I mean, like, it couldn't have been any worse than when I was at JFK for a 2-hour layover, and they only had 2 people running the entire border control till, and I had to run to get to my flight. And that's the airport where you need to recheck your bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
So I had to go. Luckily, I was already going back down to LA to see Lauren and Chris that week. So I was like, whatever, mail it back to LA. I will pick it up then. I do not care. Get me on this fucking plane. But yeah, just so people don't worry, because they're like, Chrissy was around Max and everything. Does she have the Rona? No. I actually did not know Max had Rona until I asked again. And then he was like, oh, I thought you would have saw it on Twitter. I don't go on Twitter much anymore.
Which is a noble thing to do, so...
Yeah. So, but don't worry. After I took another... I took a COVID test when I came home and it was negative. But then I took one on Wednesday when I found out that you had Rona, and it was also negative. So I'm just going to assume that you got COVID in Vienna in your connection flight or something.
Or maybe you having the quote-unquote benefit of actually being recovered, were immune to it or whatever.
I mean, how long do alpha antibodies last in that case?
Or somebody coughed on me in Italy who didn't cough on you. So, yeah. Either way.
Yeah. Either way, my week was just that and moving into my new office, which, I mean, it's very bare bones right now. But, I got the essentials: desk, lights, Egon, off-screen duck.
Off-screen duck is best duck.
The wall.
Just a... What?
He blends into the wall.
He does blend into the wall a bit. He is a true ghost. Ooh. But yeah, so this will get more and more decorated as podcasts go on. But yeah, besides that was everything.
Yeah. And with the art of the week already out of the way, let's go to media.
Yes, Jay, I feel like you have something you want to shill.
I have a lot of things that I would like to shill.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, you have the floor.
Okay. Yakuza 0 is a video game by Sega and the Yakuza studio, and it is like the best game ever, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the one where you fight against a bunch of people while they're in in a age regression fetish room?
That is part of the Yakuza series. However, that's like a different game. I think that's like either 1 Kiwami or Kiwami 2. Yakuza 0 takes place way before then. It acts like a prequel to the Yakuza series. It's, as the name may imply, it is about the Japanese Yakuza. And it's so good. It's so good. You play as 2 characters, Kiryu and Majima, each with their own individual story, hardships, gameplay style, and just wacky bullshit that goes on. It's an amazing mix of like really hardcore dark underground crime stuff, and then there's the sub stories, which are just the stupidest fucking thing ever. You like
How
you
stupid we talking?
Saturday
As
Night
in-
Fever, apparently.
Yeah, it has a disco minigame and a karaoke minigame where you just do that, and it has so much stuff. Okay, one of the best sub stories is when you have to like bowl a turkey so many times, and then you gain a chicken, and that chicken runs a real estate company.
Wait, bowl of
Like bowl, you bought
Like,
the
are
bowl of
you-
turkey, and then the people say, "Congratulations, you won a turkey," and then they give you a live chicken, and then you decide, "I think this chicken should run my real estate company."
What?
What?
And the best part is the chicken is really good at running the real estate company.
Okay.
It's
So, I'm sorry, I don't know. I deadass don't know how to respond to that. Like, what genre is this game?
it's a beat
Yakuza
'em
is
up.
its
It's like an RPG.
Yakuza is its own genre.
It basically is. And the best part about Yakuza 0 is that it's basically on sale every other week for like $5. They want you to
Uh-huh.
play this game because I see this term used a lot, but I do believe that Yakuza 0 is in fact peak fiction.
Oh, really? Oh, God. So, who do you think would like this game, and who do you think wouldn't like this game?
Who would like this game? People with taste.
Uh,
I see how it is.
mm-hmm. And filthy plebeians would be the people who wouldn't like this game then.
Exactly. If you don't like this game, sorry, Gunny, I can't respect you. Because it's such a good game.
I hear.
Totally. So you can find this on Steam, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You can find it on Steam and PlayStation. And I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox too. Like
In
they
the back
they got
alley
the
behind
entire
the
series.
Denny's.
You find the actual Kiryu behind Denny's and he beats you up.
And not the good Denny's. It has to be the bad Denny's.
It's the yucky
ev-
Denny's. You know the one.
Every American town has a good Denny's and a bad Denny's. That's how you know you're in America.
Very few people know that there are actually two different franchises who just share everything in their design, but not their health standards.
Denny's and Evil Denny's.
The logo of Evil Denny's just has a little, like, mustache and
Yeah.
goatee.
As they do.
Sorry, honey. Denny's is closed, but I think Evil Denny's is still open. I mean, the Grand Slam isn't quite as good there.
It's more
Also, they beat you up.
You know, their hash browns are a little bit mushy. Also, they tend to stab people's kidneys if you look them in the eye. But I mean, it's like 2 a.m. There's no place else open, and I don't want to go to IHOP.
They are 24/7.
Yeah. What a... And all this and more in Yakuza 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find Evil Denny's in Yakuza 0. Trust me.
Do you now?
You get a free coupon in it. You get a free coupon at Evil Denny's.
Denim, here's the thing. You said your hometown no longer has a Denny's, only an IHOP. Nay. If you pull the mask aside, it's just Denny's.
It was Denny's all along!
I don't think
They're
you
disguising as
researched
the
enough.
enemy.
But yeah,
Oh.
so Yakuza 0, everybody with taste has to play this beaten up / Japanese free time simulator.
Well, there you go.
There we go.
What about you, Mac?
What
What's
about
your-
me? So I was doing the pre-show. I was like, oh my god, it only has been like 1.5 months. I have not consumed any media to talk about. And eventually I settled on something which I'm actually going to talk about. But before that, somebody also pointed out in the chat that Turning Red came out, and that would have been
watched it.
that would have been a very, very good media to talk about. But I didn't think of it, and then my mind was already set. So Turning Red, fantastic movie. Go watch. The first first 10 to 15 minutes are a little bit weird if you have not gone through the experience of being a teenage girl. But after that, when it's less of the cringy teenage behavior of doing a dance-off in a parking lot, after that, the movie is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
I love the first 15 minutes. Those girls are what I wish I could have been when I was like 12.
Yeah, but 13. Here's the thing: if you would have been this kind of girl, so I after the trip, I also watched it with Denim, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm feeling so called out. Oh no." So you could not enjoy it as much if you would actually have lived it.
I disagree. I feel like we just need to embrace those parts because those are the parts that we had before we had shame.
Exactly.
And you know what? That's when you just learn that shame is a concept we shouldn't have. Like, it's like I wish I could be that fun and exuberant. We make fun of people at cons for being that fun and exuberant. No, they just know how to have fucking fun. I wish I could have been fucking Abby in that group. Like, I want to yell, "Let's burn this place to the ground" and everything. I'm trying to reclaim it.
Abby is a girl from Despicable Me.
No, yes.
The little "It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die" girl, just a few years older. You cannot convince me that it's not the same girl. It's definitely the same character. If she has another first name now, that's probably because Gru needed to put her in witness protection or something. But no, identical character, no question about it. Anyways, my actual official media. So I watched something over the last few weeks. It's currently still being released in dub. So I have actually not seen the last episode of the first season, but it's so great that I still want to talk about it. It's
Nagatoro.
Yes. So here's the thing. I heard about Nagatoro only in the context of Gigak talking about it, and of course seeing this meme face everywhere of the grin, and that grin. And the thing is, why is there German subtitles? That's very irritating. Anyways, English title, German subtitles, and apparently Japanese audio. I'm fascinated.
It's a mutt.
But yeah, so the thing about it is, you always see this kind of like evil face and how she messes with him and everything. But what got me actually interested in the show, because there's a lot of anime that I didn't watch, that Gigak made a video about it, and I guess I will link the Gigak video below, where he was like, the funny thing is that over the development of the story, I'm not sure how much he has seen, if he's watched more seasons or read the manga or whatever, that it starts out with her bullying him and him being a complete wimp and doormat, but that they actually start legitimately caring about each other and both make each other better, like legitimate. She becomes a more caring person, he grows a spine. And I expected this to be like that they play the bully angle for the longest time, but no, actually this kind of balance in the relationship becomes visible as early as second, at the latest third episode. And after that, yes, they still have the dynamic of her teasing him constantly and him being super annoyed, but they spend time together on equal terms. It's just the dynamic. He cares for her, and you see it. She cares for him, and you see it. She protects him. She protects him from her girlfriends. He protects her from all kind of hazards out there. She gets him to do sports, all the good stuff, and it's really surprisingly wholesome. And Out of curiosity, I found a page or a chapter of a recent of the recent state of the manga, and they are just they are on even more equal terms, just hanging, chilling out, doing this. They never lose the dynamic of him being kind of the one that gets
So
made
it's
fun
very
of.
slice of life.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely slice of life and over the top, but it's also like a wholesome story of two awkward teenagers. I guess falling for each other. I mean, they are, especially Nagatoro is so jealous that I assume the implication is very strongly that she's crushing on him hard, and he blushes about everything. So, yeah, but it's like so teenagers, so absolutely hopeless teenagers, and yet in a wholesome,
I love that your
adorable
two
way.
choices for media was teenager and teenager.
Oh Jesus, it is, isn't it? uh, but yeah. I don't see any real red flags in it. I mean, the abusiveness of their relationship that you sometimes see if you only see clip shows or whatever, it's actually not as front and center. It's actually not as truly abusive as you might get the impression. And yeah, it's fun, surprisingly, because I have said bad things about Japanese humor before. It's fun, it's a bit wholesome, and
It's just a good time.
yeah, it's a good time slice of life. So if you're into that, watch
Unless
it.
you're a racist.
I did kind of want to say the most
Yeah,
that I saw of
we
Nagatoro was when the English dub came out and the dub of Nagatoro was played by a black lady, and Twitter had some opinions about that.
Why?
none of them good.
I mean-
Let's just say that they changed Nagatoro's name to something that is not able to be said.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
there-
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Not
would have
screen
been.
friendly.
Yeah, I would have been happier living without knowing this. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay, but
If
like,
it's any,
it is.
if it's
it
any
is- it is so-
consolation, she does a very
Yeah.
good job.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a fantastic.
I couldn't
She does a
care.
fantastic job.
Yeah, but I couldn't care less of
Oh
that.
yeah, because you're a fucking normal person, and it's the thing of like, it's not to bog down the subject, but it's something to be said that the anime community, with not all of it, but the subsect that there is, takes moments where it's like, oh, this person's voicing this person, and then there's people celebrating that there's more black actors in the dubbing industry, and then doing that.
Hmm.
It
And then,
just-
then you
what's
wonder
wrong
why
with
there
you?
aren't that many black actors in the industry.
So
Yeah.
on that note, how, I mean, since we are going for authenticity here, obviously this must be the main reason. So how
Okay,
many of
just-
those voice actors are actually of Asian origin? Just asking. There wouldn't be a lot of Caucasians voicing those Asian characters, right? Right?
Mhm.
What?
No, totally
Exactly,
not.
yeah. Anyways, don't toy with me, Miss Nagatoro, or don't bully me, Miss Nagatoro, or whatever the title in your localization
Don't fuck
is.
with me, Miss.
Don't fuck. No, that is the NSFW version. Why she was drinking.
Nagatoro-san.
FBI, open up. Oh.
But yeah, I personally think it's a very good time. Go watch if Komi-kan talk is too wholesome. Even so, on that note, there are two characters in Komi Can't Communicate which make me so uncomfortable. Really, really uncomfortable. Like, Jesus. The yandere and the I'm a dog character. Like, fuck. This show about a girl bullying her senpai is so much less uncomfortable. Really. Really now. Anyways, Key, your media. While this little fat ton of this little monster here, this chubby chub. Look at this chubby belly. Wait. Look at this blob of a character here.
Oh my god, he's so
he is a
chunky.
big chungus.
He is super chunk. He is like, oh, look at me, I just pooped. Wow, you little spoiled.
Well, maybe you
prick.
shouldn't train him that he gets a treat every time he does it.
He actually doesn't get one every time anymore. We already
Well,
dialed it back
we interrupt.
drastically.
We interrupt this podcast for a little ferret paste break.
Yep. But yeah, we are back at the.
Anyways, yes, this is gonna be great for Enigma. Welcome back. I'm gonna talk about an audiobook.
Hey!
Yay!
I actually I started this book a while ago, and then the winter came, and I didn't walk to the gym, and I basically only listen to chapters of audiobooks when I'm walking to and from places. But now it's getting warmer, so I can. So I was able to finally finish it. And I really, really like this book more than I thought I was going to. So it's called Junkyard Pirate, and it's about this old Vietnam vet who, like, just lived in a junkyard, like an aerospace junkyard with different parts and stuff. And he got into an accident, but then this little hive mind alien saved his life, like this tiny alien who like fused with him. And you know, he gets healthier and healthier, and with the alien who named herself Beverly and his friends and everything, they reveal like this entire big conspiracy that Earth is being mined for resources by another species of aliens called the Korgel, and like they have to try to talk to the Galactic Council about it, because in the eyes of the Galactic Council, humans are viewed as raccoons, like not human. So they have to try to point out the intelligence of humanity, so you know we're not treated this way. And it is really fun. Like my only complaint about it is that sometimes it's a little bit overly descriptive of like moments. Are you smiling at Rocket?
Yep. This is my teapot. Get out of my
That's his
teapot.
priority here.
Can we see?
Well, now he's walking over the keyboard. My desk is a very much a mess, so I can maybe a little bit. Where is he? Blip, 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 blip.
Look at him.
Look at that chunky lad.
Drinking my water. Evil Rocket, evil. This is my water.
What's this episode sponsored by?
A ferret paw, fittingly enough.
He just want to drink out of the alpha's water. Oh, there he goes.
You go.
But no, so it sometimes it gets a little overly descriptive because Beverly likes to change outfits and change her form a lot and stuff, so it's constantly like describing it. And sometimes that can take you out of like the scenes. But
Oh,
I think
you
it's
idiot! Please continue talking.
Free roaming ferrets, great idea. But it's balanced out because the characters are just so well written and the dialogue is just so good. Like, it's very character focused. And ironically enough, since we just talked about two medias that are revolving around teenagers, it's kind of refreshing to get like a science fiction story where the main characters are actually like seniors, so like older people, like seasoned by life. So when they're doing these fantastic things, you kind of can believe that it's happening. It is a lot more believable because these people have already like fought in wars and are aerospace engineers and shit, so it's understandable they could do half this stuff.
Unlike
So
the teenager in high school who is able to repair space engine right out of the gate.
The
Exactly.
teenager in high school who can like paint while a girl makes fun of him.
I know, right? So unrealistic. We know that no teenager could survive that.
But yeah, I don't want to give away too much of the story because it's so good, but I just had a great time listening to it. It's one of 3, so there's 2 more books, and I really hope that it stays good because I've heard horror stories about book stories starting off well and then not.
I mean, I learned my lesson. I'm nowadays on the outlook for red flags earlier on.
But yeah, I think like if you just want a good like science fiction book that doesn't introduce too many like super big too many big concepts, so it's still easy to follow, you would like this. It's like 9 hours like fully, so it's not like the longest book in the universe either. And I think you did. I think people would just enjoy it. The narrator does a great job of just like differentiating his voices with all the characters, so it's not hard to follow. It's just a good audiobook. It may be good for audiobook babies who like, don't listen to audiobooks often. So, and I guess the people who wouldn't like it, I guess if you don't like stories that aren't about teenagers, and if you I guess if you just don't like stories that have a little bit of a slow burn, because there are parts of the story that are just the characters like living or starting production of the things to save the day, and you get more into the characters. If you just want action, 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 this is not the book for you.
I mean, if you want action, 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 I'm not sure if a book, audio or not, is the best way to start anyways.
But like I said, for audiobook babies, you will enjoy this. So that's my recommendation.
Hey. And with that...
Now it's time for the Q&A. Oh boy.
It is. Oh. And
do you have any on Twitter?
We do. And J-Rock almost didn't make it. But yeah, we got a J-Rock. But we also got from our... from Keyframe's official fan art provider, Doc Holiday had a question for us.
Yeah.
Is there anything that ever happened in your life you couldn't even think of ever happening? Doesn't have to be goof or bad, just something you never think would happen.
I don't that has already happened.
Is there anything that's ever happened in your life you couldn't even think of ever happening? I guess the question is like, did something happen you did not expect to happen?
I don't want to answer this question.
I mean, there's probably stuff that is on the easy thing. I mean,
yeah, let's go surface level then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think I would be able to go to Italy. I always thought that was like an unimaginable. Traveling in general, I thought was an unimaginable thing, and now I do it so often. So there you go.
What about you, Jay? Especially with this character, with your character, and how he reacts to you doing that, like.
I didn't think I'd be a cat.
Whoa!
I always thought I was human, and then one day I just woke up with a tail.
And ears.
Oh boy, things that happened that I never expected to be a thing in my life. I mean, starting with a fun one. Years ago, I was like, I mean, I wanted to move out of my old hometown, but I was like, I would never want to move into a big crowded city. Well, I moved half a year later. I moved into the biggest city Germany has to offer. However, it turned out that Berlin actually has not too much of this big, dense city feel because it's very spread out.
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
Exactly. Or having ferrets. I mean, I
thought you would have a chunk and a chunk and a hump.
Oh, that for sure not. Yeah. No, I was like, I mean, I liked the idea. I mean, the entire ferret thing only started 2014, I believe, when I made my persona a ferret. And then, I don't know, I was like, oh, ferret would be such a fun thing. And then it then actually did happen. And now I have ferrets.
Now you have one that you believe is secretly an evil genius, and
but at this point I have a new revised theory.
Mm-hmm.
They Freaky Friday'd. Friday'd like a month ago, around about a month and a half. They Freaky Friday'd, and him were like, whoa, this body, whoa, I can eat so much. Blah 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 blah.
While, you have more length that I could put food into.
Exactly. While Rocket is like, oh, this body is so much more energetic. I can scheme. They underestimate me now in the stubby one.
So yeah, I guess it's now Rimbo and Hockett.
Yeah, exactly. Rimbo and Hockett.
All right, let's see. What's another question we got?
On the diesel courts.
Let's see.
Where is this room? There's this room.
Okay. Crash Landing asks, if you had a tail, what kind of tail would it be? Well, I mean, Jay's answer is kind of on screen. What kind of tail would it be? I mean, like... Oh.
But then again, if it would not be part of your persona, would you have another tail? Or are you happy with the one?
Are you just happy with a little cat tail?
I do like the cat tail, but if I could choose another one, maybe something kind of like a monkey's tails, because they can like use it to hang on trees and grab shit and shit.
Damn it, you stole my answer, because I was going to go with something prehensile. You know what? I would go for a horse's tail. Because that has actual hair. Which means I can dye it so I can have a tail that matches this.
Ooh, the dyeability of tail. I didn't even think of that. My case here, I'm in a dilemma. I mean, especially if you look at my Sona and whatnot, you have this super big fluffy tail, which now that I have ferrets and know how ferret tails actually look, it's so unrealistic.
So are ferrets walking on 2 feet and having blue hair?
Also that is very surprising, really. But on the one hand, this big fluffy tail. On the other hand, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to take care of that much of a long tail. So maybe, but I also don't want to go for a rat's tail or something, because those naked tails are not pretty to look at either. So I guess something with a short tail, just for economic reasons, to not have to... I don't want to have to spend half the day grooming my tail.
Well, you could get like a short-haired dog's tail, like a lab's tail or something. And that way people can know when you're happy, because they're just going to hear your tail hit against your chair. Like...
Exactly, since God knows that I have this expressionless mask of a face, so where I don't emote unless I want to. So yeah, having a tail to give it away like a Legoshi is like perfect. Yeah, it would communication make so.
It'd be like the wolf in the New Bad Guys movie when he gets called a good boy and his tail.
Oh, there's another one. There's the third movie I was thinking about that we are missing out on. Damn it!
It's not out yet.
Not out though.
Okay.
It's not out till like April 12th or something.
Okay, that is good news. Then what was the third movie where I was wondering if we are missing out on it completely?
I don't know. Why are you asking? You're stressing us out,
man! It's so stressful.
This is an argument for why you should have...
It's already out in Germany. The bad guys are already in...
Fault, is it?
It's already in week 2.
Well, then give us the movie.
I can't. I have COVID. I'm in quarantine. I literally can't.
Go storm into the movie theater, cough on all the people, and grab the movie for us.
Give me the movie, or I'm gonna sneeze on you so hard.
Exactly. God, practice being selfish. It's the American way.
Yeah, but
anyways.
Okay, yeah. Did we all answer?
See, here's it. Yeah, but I was going to say, this is an argument for you to have the big fluffy ferret tail, because that way you can just you can wrap yourself in it when you start to get stressed out, and it will calm you. It's like a compression blanket.
Where's the fidget spinner? Where's the fidget spinner? Damn it. I can't find it anymore.
Some days I wish I stole the fidget spinner you let me borrow. I didn't, though.
It was a gift. One does not steal other people's gifts. Anyways, yeah, we have the J-Rock with what I assume. Would you rather be in your favorite game, but you would have to kill your favorite character? Gee, dude! Or
Okay.
Okay, this is already a great start.
Or be your least favorite character in your favorite game. Oh damn, that has layers. Jesus. Okay, so
that's a good would you rather.
be in your favorite game but having to kill your favorite character, or be your least favorite character but still in your favorite game. So we end up in our favorite game either way. But the question is, would we rather be in there and kill our favorite, or be the worst character? Whew.
That means I would have to be the scout in TF2. That is a very hard thing to... But then I would have to kill...
As your favorite or least favorite?
No. I would be the scout in TF2 if I was my least favorite character in my favorite game.
Okay, curious.
But if I want to just be in my favorite game, I would have to kill my favorite character, which is Medic. However, I find the loophole. That is a game where you kill people and then they come back. So that just means I have to kill the Medic once.
You kill the Medic, but this time he stays dead.
Oh no, but there's two of them because there's a red one and a blue one. I still win.
You have to kill them both.
That's not part of the thing, Jay. You can't add rules.
Medic dies and doesn't come back.
No. But yeah, I guess I'll just... And the worst part is if I'm in Scout, Medic statistically heal Scouts the least. Okay, I'm going to go in, I'll be the Scout, and I'll just use my feminine wiles to be able to get healed. So there we go. I'm going to pick the least favorite character in my favorite game.
Okay, what is my favorite game? That's my problem that I'm currently struggling with.
Okay, well, while we wait, Jay, what about you?
Well, as the guy that, used the game as his media, I might as well just use that.
Fair.
I do not want to kill my favorite character whatsoever. But my least favorite character... It's hard to think if I have a least favorite character in that game, but one that's pretty up there is just straight up a Yakuza clan boss. And that's a pretty decent way to live if you just ignore the, attempts on your life every now and then. So
it's just part of the gig.
Yeah, it just happens.
It happens sometimes. Honestly, I might as well just go with that. I'll be my least favorite character.
Okay.
Okay. So what about you?
Okay, trying to think of a game that has a lot of characters and that I like. Probably not my favorite game, but it's the first one that comes to mind. Let's go with Fallout New Vegas, because it has a fuck ton of great characters. I'm also hard to pick my favorite character, but let's just go with Cass. Cass is fantastic, and there's actually missions. I believe she's the only companion that has actual mission that involve killing your specific companion. I believe also none of the other companions has a mission where you are where you win the mission by killing your companion, and I would never do that. I completed the game of Fallout New Vegas, I 100%ed it with all the DLCs, all the achievements. I got them all. But I never killed Cass. Thankfully, this is not required for 100%ing the game. So I could not kill Cass. So the question is, who is my least favorite character in the game? Because I guess we all chickened out, right? We all went for least favorite character rather than killing our favorite.
Yeah.
Damn it! Out of principle, I should have killed Cass, but I can't. It's not possible.
I mean, you could pick Stardew Valley, and you could choose to kill your favorite character in Stardew. Or be Harvey.
Is Harvey my least favorite character? Is Harvey really the worst? I don't think Harvey is the worst. I mean, among the dateable characters, he is a complete disaster, and you have horrible taste in men if you go for Harvey. Just randomly throwing this out without any additional context or knowledge. But okay, who is my least favorite character in New Vegas? Because Stardew is a fantastic idea. I didn't think of it myself. I probably should have just checked in which games I have the most hours to figure out my favorite game, and then Stardew would have been so much further up. Least favorite characters in Fallout New Vegas. Who I have to be then. I guess we are still talking slightly bigger characters, so they leave at least an impression.
Yeah, you can't just be any random cult person.
Yeah, exactly. Are there bad characters in there? Maybe those fucking ghouls who want to fly to another planet. They are kind of the worst. The fucking ghoul cultists. They are like
the ghoul Scientologists. The ghoul Scientologists.
God, they are. Yeah. Oh my God, they are, aren't they? We are flying to this other planet where our Lord is waiting for us.
Where Xenu will come and bless us.
And we are stringing this human who believes to be a ghoul along because he has scientific knowledge that we need. Spoilers, I guess.
For a game that's like, what, 10 years old?
Yeah, and for one particular mission. But a lot of people praise this particular mission because it is so Fallout. It is so fucking Fallout.
Well, I guess now you're going to be a ghoul Scientologist now.
Oh, Jesus. Can I still go back and kill Cass? No, I guess I still wouldn't.
Well, there you go, J-Rog. You came up with a good would you rather.
Jesus.
But okay, back to it.
You've proven that all three of us are pussies.
Kind of, yeah. So where are we time-wise?
10, 15 minutes. So, I think I could do one more question, then we could do the fuck, marry, kill.
Excellent.
Luckily, we didn't get a lot of questions today. So, here we are. Ask Awkward from To Be a Better Prince. What's a cartoon episode that no matter how good or memorable the series was, it always taught or displayed a bad or awful... Okay, I'm going to rephrase this because this kind of is weirdly phrased. I think it's like...
Or lesson,
what is an
I
episode...
guess. Yeah.
Yeah. What is an episode from a really good or memorable series that is like the stain upon that series? What is like the worst episode of that series that you really love? And I guess like put it to just cartoons and anime because they said cartoon. So this one's a thinker.
That is a thinker.
I have to think about that one.
Yeah.
The problem is, of course, one certain show comes to mind where I spend more time than any other show in existence to analyze and review individual episodes. But I think there should be better examples. I have watched so many shows and rewatched shows over the last... Oh, Jesus. Why is this with audio? Why is there audio playing on Netflix? Totally not going to Netflix to redo my memory to see where there is the good stuff.
I just remembered I might have an episode that
go ahead.
like angers me whenever I think about it.
Ooh, okay.
That sounds very promising.
I forget the name of it, but it's an episode of Family Guy where like the Griffins are stuck inside after a storm or something, and then they just start shitting on Meg because that's what.
Oh, that fucking episode!
Yeah,
wow,
you know the one.
So infamous. Jesus.
Meg
because basically they shit on
like,
him so bad that she finally snaps at all of them and does a "your reason you suck" speech. And go on ahead. That's your answer.
Yeah, like Meg says enough is enough. She like tells everybody that they've been being a piece of shit to her for no good reason, and like for like pretty much 10 minutes or something. And then Brian just comes out of nowhere and he's like, Meg, you shouldn't have done that. Like, we have to maintain the status quo. You need to go apologize to everyone and make sure that everyone still hates you. And she's like, you're right. I guess everyone does need to hate me. That's how the universe works.
That's a little bit wrong. It's Brian was like, man, it's good that you stood up for yourself. And she was like, no, I don't think so. I think maybe this was my purpose, that I'm the lightning rod for this family so it doesn't fall apart. And then Brian's like, you know what, Meg? I think that you are the most mature, responsible one in this house.
Moral of the story.
And it's not played for laughs at all.
Fuck that.
Fuck that episode. Fuck that episode in particular.
Feelings are expressed.
I mean, like... that one hits me personal. Like, no, you are not responsible for taking the brunt of people's abuse. Fuck you. And the fact that it wasn't even played as a joke, it would have been a bad joke, but at least I knew that they weren't. They sound like they were trying to make a point.
That was like 100% serious and legit.
Someone has something internalized in the writing crew. I don't know whom. But I'm trying to think of, like, just an episode of something that, like, that was, like, really bad. And I'm trying to divert away from the pony episode, because, man, I know quite a few from there. And I'm also trying to divert from Steven Universe, because the ones in Steven Universe are the very obvious ones. I'm gonna go with the easy one. So there's an episode of Steven Universe where Ronaldo becomes a member of the Crystal Gems and basically keeps calling himself Bloodstone. And it's not a bad episode in the way that it actually does have some good commentary of being an ally to someone, but then pretending that you are also experiencing the thing that what you're allying experiences, which is not a good way to be an ally, because you don't know how this person experiences life. And it has a good resolution and stuff, but that was the episode where I just started to understand why people hate Ronaldo so much in that show. Like, I actually can tolerate Ronaldo pretty well in small doses, but that was the one where I was like, I think we're supposed to get pissed off at him. And he is. And it is. It's just not a fun episode to watch. So that one's definitely up on my list. So that one, and yeah, no, I think that's it. What about you, Max?
Still trying to think of shows where I'm like, yeah, fantastic show, but
maybe something from Avatar.
The sad thing is that when I think back to that, I'm like, what comes to mind is like, because he had so much of an opinion on it, is Nostalgia Critic raging over the Divide episode. Mm-hmm. And now it's hard to think back and be like, but there must have been, that's actually a good point, in Avatar there must have been weaker episodes. I mean, when I rewatched it, I also had the weird epiphany that actually as impressive and iconic as the entire Ba Sing Se arc is, no, there is no one Ba Sing Se, the motivation of Shang Long, whatever, the head conspirator, it doesn't make sense. Nothing in his actions makes sense in hindsight. He is just as muster thrillingly evil because the plot needs it. But he internally is like, the fuck? But okay, this is...
What about Korra? Korra could probably have more of a...
So the question was, name the one really bad season in an otherwise good show, right? So there is the second season in Korra that is just not good. Oh wait, individual episode. Oh, so let me...
Come on, the book 2 wasn't entirely bad.
No, but once you saw where it was going, you realized that even the beginning of it was actually bad after all, because it was building up to where this season went, and it was bad.
I mean, my Korra thing would be the episode where it fucking... Any episode that has fucking Korra going for Mako. Don't you break Bolin's heart like that. You had better chemistry with Bolin the entire time anyways. Mako was as flat as dirt. Oh, God. Fucking... I mean, she's with Asami now, cool, but... You missed out on Bolin, Korra. You missed out on a good boy.
Yeah, but I guess I shadowed enough shows to make up for a non-answer, so...
Yeah, there you go, guys. That was our rant of the day.
Exactly.
And I think now it's time for us to do the fuck, marry, kill. So,
oh boy, here we go
okay.
Again.
Here we go. So, Ask Awkward. People say that life is magical in its own special way, with its twists and turns and surprises. But for these three guests, their lives are literally magical, and we can all see their whimsiness and wonder firsthand in the spell-casting edition of Fuck, Marry, Kill, Wild and Wistful Witches. You misspelt witches. See me after class. Witches is not spelt with 2 S's. So it's just witches. So here we are. Any one of the 3 witches from Hocus Pocus, your choice. Lilith from the Owl House, post season 2.
I believe he means pre-season 2 because post.
I get or in season 2 because season 2 is when she's a good guy and she has like the shirt and stuff.
But are we looking for good witches or bad witches? Because if I look at answer 1 and 3, they are the evil ones.
Okay,
That's
so
why
Lilith Okay, fine. Lilith Owl House pre-season 2 and Agatha Harkness from WandaVision. So I'm guessing get some images up for people.
Okay. Hocus Pocus.
Be sure not to get yourself too mystified or mesmerized by their spellbound and cauldrons. If anything, their brooms can be used to amscray out of there if need be. Thank you, Enigma. My cold reading skills need some work. Anyways, so Jay, you have any of the 3 witches from Hocus Pocus, Lilith from the Owl House, and Agatha Harkness from WandaVision. We're getting images up, so if you don't know the characters, you can base them off aesthetic.
Blep.
I was about to.
They are the 3 ladies. I mean, I guess you can start by picking one of them. Whatever you want to do with her.
3.
Out of the 3, I'd go with the blondie.
The Sarah Jessica Parker one. Okay, yeah. Okay, so blondie. Now let's show Lilith.
Working on it. Lilith. Okay.
Goff GF here.
And who was the last one? Agatha. It was Agatha all along. Oh, there's a good picture of good old Agatha. And there is Agatha from WandaVision.
And Catherine Hahn. So you have the choice between these 3 lovely ladies to fuck, marry, and or kill. Well, no, fuck, marry, and or kill. So please tell us, what are their fates?
I would fuck blondie.
Okay.
I would.
I mean, here's the thing. Because they are 3, do Key and I also have to go with the blonde one? Or do we re-pick one of the 3? Or should we modify it and say all 3 of them at once, whatever you do with them?
Threesome.
Origin.
Okay, so obviously with this change in rules, you also get to revise your answer, Jay.
So do you want to fuck all 3 sisters at once?
I mean, if I have the option, I would do it.
Okay, so they are
So-
still a fuck for you.
Jay's gonna do the Hocus Pocus. Okay, so who's going to be your marry and who's going to be your kill?
Pocus.
Ew. So who's going to be your marry and who's going to be your kill?
As I stated before, I don't really know this character, but just going off of looks alone, I would marry Lilith.
Who would marry?
Okay. Yeah, I think you made a good choice.
I mean, she's
and you're
the
going to
head.
kill Agatha.
Yeah, she's the head of the Emperor's Coven, so power and stuff. And yeah, Agatha, why do you want to kill Agatha?
Sorry, no. I don't like sitcom characters.
Wow, okay, that's an interesting twist on it. Fair enough. Okay.
I mean,
now here's a
you
curious
basically live in a sitcom when you're with Agatha, so...
Do we remember who got to... Who got to go second before?
I think I went second before the last episode, so I'm the one who has to go last this episode.
Also, yeah. You have to go last and... Oh, come on. I'm trying to get a nice GIF instead, but I can't open the GIF. Wait, originally posted by... Oh, I'm probably doing horrible things. Oh yeah, there we have a good Lilith. Anyway, so... Lilith, a little bit more actiony. Hocus Pocus, Agatha. So, and I get to pick.
It's your turn, man.
It's my turn.
Let's hear your debauchery.
I leave you a very gold digger marriage answer, but I nevertheless go with killing those 3 ladies because they
Uh-huh.
are kind of the evilest ones. And I also don't necessarily want to marry all 3 of them. That seems like a lot of work. So I kill them, and I mean they are canonically very, very evil. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
They may turn you into a zombie and stitch your mouth shut.
Yeah, so they are not cool. They are not cool. Or place your soul into a black cat in an immortal black cat for centuries. Pretty messed up. Pretty much down the good old path of witches. Kill them. That's basically where we go, nah?
Death. Get into the trash.
Yeah. Good old fire. Good old crispy burning. So this means if I rotate the thing in the right direction, that I get to marry good old Agatha.
Yes,
Which
it
is
was
like
Agatha all along.
Yeah, and I mean, she come on, it's all the puppy murdering and being the evil one pulling the strings behind the scene aside. She's the cheeky one. Come on, you have to admit she's the cheeky one.
I mean, she has that whole wink gif and everything.
I know, and I mean, she comes in there. She is like, "Oh, look at this mind-slaved village. Let's just pose as one of the citizens and play along and try to tease stuff in the right direction." She's a cheeky one. She has a sense of humor. Okay, she tries
You're in
to.
for a fun time.
Exactly. Let's ignore
All
that.
the puppy murdering and stuff. They're just little twerps.
Come on. We have redeemed worse characters in the MCU.
I mean,
Let's be honest.
I have a question though, and maybe put up the spoiler alert, I guess, because this does.
I have not used this in a while, but yeah.
So when she gets her mind basically wiped that she's like a sitcom character again, would you get wiped too because you're her husband? Like, or are you just the caretaker that has to be like what's the stipulation there for that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, she basically gets just turned into a normal person, not a sitcom character anymore. But she gets normalized, which is apparently the worst for her. But if she gets to keep her character and the cheekiness, like,
all right, just checking.
Yeah. But yeah, so fantastic marriage material, no red flags whatsoever. That's
and
my
you're
girl.
going to fuck Lilith.
You're fucking Lilith.
I mean, this will probably make. I mean, she has been declared an ace icon by the internet. Where I'm like, well, I guess, yeah. Did the creator say something? I mean, she doesn't show any romantic affiliations throughout the show, so. But assuming. Assuming I would not rob the internet of an ace icon by literally turning her fuckable. I mean, she's a powerful witch lady. She can do things with a staff. If you get my drift. No, and I mean, yeah, I mean, she is the kind of powerful lady that can beat your ass. In this case, with magic. So. Sure.
Even if she was ace, she probably just fuck you for research purposes.
I can deal with that. Sure, let's do it.
Or science.
The newly imbued sex coven.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, Keyframe, please do tell us why you want to murder Lilith.
I do not want to know what the little coven sticker mark on for a sex coven would be. Oh. Anyways, yeah, why am I murdering Lilith? Why am I murdering an ace icon? Oh no, I'm taking away representation in the permanent way.
Typical Keyframe.
Won't be fucking anyone.
Always murdering the representation.
Wow. Okay, so I'm going to murder Lilith. Don't KO, Jesus. The first thing is... Oh, okay. So I'm going to murder Lilith because, well, you know what? Let's put her representation aside and all that, she still committed a crime. She still cursed her sister with something she has to live with for the rest of her life. And if we're going before the next season, she almost like, let's not pretend that she didn't almost murder Luce, and probably did a lot of like crimey kind of things when she was in the Emperor's Coven. Like, she probably killed many of the little like animal wood things and everything for Bellows. So just saying, she's a criminal.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving her the death penalty.
I've spoken like a true American. But yeah. So maybe for the where do we want to go next? For the easy answer or for the difficult one?
Let's go for the easy answer.
Assuming that we both think the same what the easy answer is, but...
Okay, so I'm going to marry the 3 witches. I'm going to... Okay.
Not as easy?
Here's the thing. There's a lot of income in this household. There would be 4 sources of income. And here's the thing, is that these witches... They would not need to consume the souls of children if they already had, like, someone to, handle everything. Because at the end of the day, these 3 kind of just act like women children. They're not really that smart. So it would be very easy for me to get my way. Because they are not bright in the slightest. So if I'm just like, ladies, there's enough of me to go around, I'll handle this. They'll be satiated. They'll be fine. And also, they'll be kick-ass backup singers, as we know from their music. I mean, one of them is literally Bette Midler. Come on now. So
they won't have to consume children's souls. They'll just make them a good pork chop.
Exactly. They just need someone who can take care of them. And in return, they'll take care of me by imbuing me with evil magical powers.
There it is. Yeah. I was like, where's it? Wait, I gave you such an easy gold digger angle by having 3 of in their own canon most powerful beings, period, at your disposal.
I had to lead it into it. I had to do a little bit of
It's a side note.
Couldn't just punch in with the gold digging, or else it wouldn't have been fun. Gotta keep you on your toes.
I guess so. But yeah, now time for the kinky.
Okay, come on now. Do I really need to explain? Come on. Come on. Did you see her in half the outfit she had during the sitcom segments, when she was in like the leg warmers and everything? Come on. Who wouldn't fuck Catherine Hahn? First of all, just actress aside, who wouldn't? Second of all, I mean, she's been around since the Salem witch trials. She knows things.
She does.
She knows.
Oh my.
She knows dark, filthy things, and I would be down to clown with that. I mean, like, it was Agatha after all. Come on now. Now, puppy murdering aside.
Always.
You know what? I'm gonna make the argument, and this is my film theory. Tell Pat this. I mean, come on. Yes. Not the one on the right, but one on the left. Come on.
I didn't find a standalone picture.
The one on the right looks hot. Left.
But just, come on now. Look at that. I would. Who wouldn't? But just, I feel like if someone was just there to give her a good, I can't say dick down because I don't have a dick, but if there was someone there to give her a good time, maybe she wouldn't have murdered the puppy. Maybe it would have been a distraction enough that the puppy would still be alive. I could have saved the puppy by fucking Agatha.
I mean, the puppy was
and
probably
that's
not
my
real
film
anyways.
theory.
Chrissy, I was just saying, I can fix her. Step 1.
I can fix her.
I can fix her.
I can fix her. Step 1. Fuck.
Oh, you're right. This is not even your marriage answer. This is just your fuck answer.
Yeah, I can fix her with fucking.
Yeah, that's how one does.
It may be the awkward way, but it's a way.
Agatha, I can fix your evil ways. Have you ever been pegged?
Yeah, okay, now it's the awkward way.
Awkward.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random crap. It's time for awkward guests. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guests. It's the awkward. Artwork and analysis which you do not want to miss on awkward.